Hey y'all, we back. I'm so sorry. I had to cut it into two because we was going on and on and on and on about life, and we wasn't trying to keep y'all captive all day.
We gotta
So
talk about the lit.
gotta talk
Gotta
about
talk
the
about
week.
the leak.
I put in the caption, the dirty doctor and the assassin, but I forgot. Yeah, we are talking also about invite only, as we discussed last week by Neek Mills.
Yes. Y'all, this book, although short, it got to the point.
It did have some questions too.
Okay, Trina, we're gonna start off. What is your look? Bring out your handy dandy notebook. Go
So,
ahead.
so I received this handy dandy notebook. It says book club.
Love it.
Purple. This would do. So let me go to my notes. Huh. I mean, you didn't hear that cuss word. Wait.
It's okay. We on age restricted, so we good.
Her mama in the chat.
Oh,
Right.
it's not. Her mama worse than her, probably. Her mama a gangster.
Shout out.
Hey, mama. I love you, mama. Hey. Okay, y'all.
Did she go off camera?
Y'all in trouble. Okay. Based off this book, do you think role play is important?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
Yes. I feel like it can only make things better.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like in adding role play to any kind of relationship means first you trust each other. So it shows a level of commitment and a level of trust. And it just gives you a chance to experience something that you may have thought wasn't something that you were interested in, but now you might be. And it gives you an opportunity to add something new to your relationship, for sure.
Some spice. I think everybody should have a head nurse.
Did you say head nurse?
Just go right back into it. Just go on into it. Yeah, do you even have anything in that cup? Because I could have swore you was sipping crumbs at the bottom of the last.
I refilled it with my water.
Okay.
I put my water on my ice. Yes.
A head nurse, like the head doctor.
The head doctor. You need to have the head nurse to come in and take care of your needs. You know.
So this book, let's get back to the book. This book opens up and we got our girl. She owns a pleasure store, we'll call it.
Yummy.
Which is awesome. We need more of that in life. And she meets a man named Dominic, which she refers to as Dom. And that does something.
This was hard for me. That's my oldest child's name. And it was really hard for me to read.
That would be hard. Yeah.
It was very difficult. But that's, I mean, not for the writing, but I don't want to see nothing about whipping dicks out and stuff. And it's like,
oh yeah, Dom.
Ew. Oof. Oh gosh, that would be rough.
It was, I couldn't finish it. But I mean, it was nothing to the writing. It's just, that's my child's name. So I couldn't.
That's when you call him something else. Every
Just
time
change
it's
the
mentioned.
name.
It was too late. After I saw it in there the first time, it was like,
yes.
You couldn't turn into Chris and Christopher or
So what do we think about the relationship between Dom and was it Yomi?
Yummy.
Like, do we think that he was too forward? Do we like his aggressiveness? Did we appreciate it? Like, you know, we just came off of Cuffing a Certified Maniac. So
I believe that both of them was looking for the same thing. I mean, they wanted that sex. They wanted somebody that's gonna bring some life into their sex, you know. Because both of them wasn't having a good time with their own sex lives. It was just more so blah for both of them.
But I kind of feel like Dom was looking for love and just wasn't really saying it. He wasn't looking for. I don't. That's what I think. Like think about it, like from the first beginning, like because he was talking about like his relationship with old girl. That wasn't really a relationship. Like, cause who the hell allows they man to sleep with somebody else?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't even talking about like on no threesome tip. I'm talking about like
not gonna go nowhere. Like, okay, just because you tell him he can go sleep with other women, so that way he won't go nowhere. It's not gonna keep a man because he still end up leaving her.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of feel like he was. I kind of think that he was looking for love from the beginning, though.
Yeah. Well, I sometimes think too, like even when you're not feeling it for a relationship, sometimes you stay because okay, she's doing something that I'm into right now. She likes to add other women. I want that right now in my life. But you have phases of life. He was in a phase of life where he was like, I'm done with this. I'm ready to move on to this. And he had been buying stuff from her shop for what, like 3 years, I think it was. And the whole time he's buying stuff from her shop to create his own shop in her inspiration for one scene with her. I mean, that's love and dedication right there.
My God, he was dedicated.
Yes.
So Whitney, do you think they needed more scenes? Like, did you want the book to give you more?
It was short. It had what it needed. I liked their chemistry. I liked how he was the right aggressive. He wasn't overly aggressive where it was like, okay, nigga, like you doing too much. But
Right.
he was very much, this is what I want, you're what I want, and you're playing right now, but I know you want me to come to this club. Like, let me invite you into my world. Let me show you what my world is like. And I feel like someone who maybe has that kind of club, like if you own a sex club, you can't just be, oh, this girl I kind of like, I'm gonna invite her. You're gonna scare the poor girl. So I feel like he knew after a while that she was ready.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It seems like you're ready.
There you go.
You're gonna get us counseled already,
right?
Separate the man from the artistry.
Man, but I just like he kept saying, you can't call me Dom because I am a Dom. I was like, oh shit, it's going down.
But I didn't understand the part where he saw her going in with her ex-boyfriend to eat. I didn't understand like why he was mad.
Yeah, see, it was
He's a man.
Because it was, at this point, he had already determined that was his woman. She may not know it yet. She may not know it, but this is mine.
Because he been liking her for a minute, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know, but I was just like, what I mean, like, because she told him at the table what happened, like, oh, dude, it was, like, they just happened to come at the same time, dude just followed her in. But I was like,
yeah, that's just a miscommunication. He didn't know that. He didn't know that until he told her. You just see what you see,
Nick is the queen of relationship misunderstandings.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And they always involve a restaurant.
And not just that, what I like about her, right? She's consistent with this, where these dominant men claim what they want before the women even know about it. It's like, okay, that's why I have my eyes set on, and that's gonna be mine.
Yeah.
I love that.
I can respect that too, because I feel like sometimes when you have realistic relationships, either women are in a relationship before the men know. Women are already saying, like setting things up, planning in their head, weddings and all this, proposals and all this, and the men are just sitting here like, I have a girlfriend. Whereas, in these books where it's a true fantasy book, like this is fantasy, like this is what women want. As a fantasy. Maybe not all the time.
Claim them ahead of time and work towards getting them.
Yes. This is going to be my woman. Let me take these 3 years and curate that. Let me go ahead and make sure when I'm ready for 100% that she's the one that's there. And let me go ahead and build this world for her that is going to entice her and make her mine.
Okay. playing devil's advocate. I know that's Shannon's favorite term. Do y'all? It definitely is something. I think that's fantasy because of our culture now with the Me Too movement. I think men are afraid to be like, "Oh, that's gonna be my girl. Let me work on it." Because we saw in the last book, the Cuff book, where she was like, "No, especially whenever he wasn't acting right, and the baby mama came around and was acting crazy, and she was like, But he tried again, like he still pursued her. And so it's almost like in our culture now, like our men kind of, I don't know if I really should keep pursuing this once you get turned down because you don't want it to be seen as you're harassing somebody. Trina looks deep in thought.
I'm gonna see your devil's advocate.
Okay. And raise
you.
Okay.
Raise you. Okay. I think that although there are a lot of weak-minded men out here that would stop because what they're doing isn't pursuing a love interest. They're pursuing ass.
Yes.
And there's a difference. I feel like if I'm pursuing you because I love you, I want to make you my woman, I'm going to do whatever it takes. And at the point of exhaustion where I know this is not what, a man who knows when a woman is feeling him.
Oh, definitely.
And most women don't be feeling the men that keep coming. So stop coming.
Right. But I've also heard women who, like, they've been married 30 years and she's like, "Oh, we met at the job and he asked me 5 times to go on a date." And I was like, I liked, maybe the supervisor in another department, but then I finally gave him a chance. And that she talks about the sweet love story. And he was like, "Yeah, I was persistent." And
there's a difference between persistence though and aggravation.
Right. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So I think he wasn't aggravating her. He was pursuing her. And there's definitely some lines that some of these book boyfriends
and
cross.
some of them, they're very fine. Some of those lines are very, very fine.
But it has to be the right woman too. Because if it had not been her, if it had been someone else who wasn't feeling him or who was on the fence, or maybe she did have a man and was truly in love, then he needs to read the room differently. Yeah, I think she was right.
But she was loyal to her boyfriend that she had at the time, even though she felt like he wasn't shit.
He was.
No, she fell asleep on episode. But
I know, but you know what? Some women really do that out of loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll stay in a relationship out of loyalty, even if it's horrible. Or the man treating them horrible, they can think it in their mind that they ain't shit, but until they catch them, like basically like she caught him, that's when they'll leave.
Right. And that would make them so bad is that he was bad in sex and they don't have a nerve to cheat on her.
Your sex can't be bad and then you want to mistreat somebody like that. No, so I'm being funny, but you shouldn't mistreat anybody, and it's hard to, you know what? But it was something on TikTok the other day. It was like, you could be getting 3 inches, but when you're in love with somebody, it feel like 10. Sometimes
Lord, nah. It don't feel like 10.
It don't feel like 10. They lie.
So the question is sex?
I ain't gonna let y'all slide with it.
So is sex a game changer for relationships?
Go back to when I don't care what y'all say. I want y'all to go back to when y'all was young. Before like you really even knew all about what sex was about. You felt like somebody's sex was good because you really liked it. I don't give a damn what y'all say. Yeah. So y'all understand.
This flavor in my water is really good.
Hey, you got water on water.
But I think those are usually
so Trina never.
Who?
I'm asking, so never. You and just somebody you messed with, and it was horrible. I was talking about like crying in the shower, horrible. Like, but
not crying in the shower
because you thought, but because you loved them so well, because you thought you loved them so much, it felt like it was just the greatest. Come on, Trina, I'm quiet.
Listen. First of all, I was young and I can do whatever. But like I said, you gotta go. I'm sorry, you had to go.
Mm-mm.
You gotta go.
I'm not going to confirm or deny that. Somebody might be watching.
Listen, that's why I said you gotta go.
I think.
Well,
I think too. What happens is that even when we're with the guys, and if it's that situation, we boost their head up so they don't even know they're not good.
We do. But
Do
here's
you know what? Yeah, look, I can go with that. I can go with that.
But I also believe in, okay, well, let me help this person by showing them what I like. Because even though you might not know what the best things to do were, you can say, well, you know what, I don't really like the way that felt. Don't do that again. But I also think you have to feel comfortable.
This is the teacher part of her coming out, huh?
Right.
Don't do that again.
Listen, but I feel like when you was young, it was just like, okay, the next one or something, like, you don't have to be faithful when you're young.
Oh no.
Listen. Okay, listen.
You're gonna have to stop doing that, or we stop doing this.
Because I understand. Because like, look, I had somebody when I was young, and I loved him. Okay, I loved him. Right, loved him. Right, and so we broke up, and when I went back to try it again, I was like, where is the stuff that I had when I was all in love with your ass till right now? I know there's been some time in between, but this don't feel the same. So I completely understand. Like I didn't realize that that's probably what it was. Is that I was so enamored, so in love with you. And then when we went back to try it again, I was trying to force something, but it wasn't. It wasn't what I was.
I think
it was feeling like 10 inches, wasn't it?
Mine was the opposite. I would fall in love because it was so good. Then be
now some so good
really
will make
you.
So Whitney was getting digmatized.
Like I'd be like, oh, we broke up for good reasons. I don't like him, and then be like, oh,
that part.
I mean, cause it done been like I done, Tyron just thought about some shit. I done been like, God, can I get my 15 minutes back that I wasted that time? Like, oh, I don't care what you say. When we were young, it was not good. It was not good. You just liked the dead person, so you made it. Lord, can I please have that 15 minutes that added on to my life? I need it now.
And can that one just not count? Like,
listen, have you ever had something so bad like you stop receiving calls, and then when he see you in public, you try to ignore the fuck out of him, like, and then he get to calling you, and you be trying to be like, who is that, man? I don't know who the fuck that nigga is.
Don't be with your bring your friend like, hey, somebody calling you.
Yes. Hey, he over there talking to you.
I don't know him.
I must be that for guys because I didn't have people show up at my house talking about
Whitney.
Hey,
guys.
She got
that sunshine.
Whitney was throwing that thing on him.
Dating a whole new guy. My ex popped up at the house on an Easter Sunday.
Not on Easter.
The barbecue, talking about
not the barbecue.
Can we talk? And I was like, my new man isn't here. My mom was trying to distract him. He done
your mama in.
He done came to the job crying. Take me back.
Oh, Whitney. So it was Whitney that was putting it on them. They was in love. Get it, Whitney?
I feel like too, when guys mess up and they know they mess up and they know they had something good, because when we're done, we're done.
We're done.
Like at the point when the guys finally realize, oh shit, she's gone. We've been gone. We left a month ago. We left years ago. So by the time you realize that I'm gone, I've been gone. I'm not coming back. You're not getting it back. But no, I don't tolerate mediocrity.
We can tell by the books you read.
And I think it has to do.
And why should we with sex? Like, this is about us too. It's not about them just, getting what they need. Like, it shouldn't be about mediocrity. Like, this is my body. This is supposed to be sacred. This is supposed to be like good. Like,
I think it would just be hard for me unless I was like best friends with somebody first. I was best friends with you and we weren't even fooling around. And then we fell in. I feel like it would be the first instance and I'd be like, let me go ahead and put the brakes on this.
Well, that's why I would be like, don't stop that. Stop that. That is.
Yeah. Because I mean, I would just be like, you cool people. You cool people.
So that's my comment. That would be my comment.
You're gonna be the right person for somebody else.
Right.
That's what I mean.
So y'all think that she should have told Eric that he was terrible?
Yeah, like, see, I'm not into how women fake orgasms and do all that. For what?
Hey, no time. So she went to sleep.
And you're doing a disservice. You're doing a disservice to the next woman. Because you done talked him in his head. He think he good.
You're doing a disservice to yourself.
I don't give a damn about the next woman.
The next woman. What about me?
We're talking about me.
I'm looking out for all the sisters out there. I'm looking out for you. I'm not gonna send him to you thinking he good.
That's why I said,
girl,
I'm telling you.
But that's why she didn't tell him. She didn't want to hurt his feelings because she loved him.
The next woman will be like, "Oh, he got course correction. He got course correction because I stopped that shit right there. Don't do that shit to nobody else.
You know what you was getting into."
Because she should have told him. She should have told him.
I think,
but
she couldn't tell him. Why couldn't she tell him?
Because okay, so like you said, she probably like mentally she had done left that relationship, like you said. How women leave mentally, she had done left. She had done been with him so long, but she was loyal to him and she loved him. And like when you be loyal to somebody and you love them, you don't be really want to hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
So I feel like she didn't really want to hurt their feelings. I feel like this shit done got to the point where it was like, I don't even give a fuck. Like
they got past
I'm
the
over
point
this.
of no return almost.
But
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So I would rather not do it though. Like if it's to the point where if I think I'm gonna hurt your feelings, we don't need to do this. Like I got a headache. I'd be asleep or something. Like I wouldn't be able to even participate.
I would just tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Weak.
No, this shit ain't no good. It's like some leftovers that been left in the refrigerator too. I ain't got to throw that shit out. Like no.
But look, my favorite part in the book, and I don't know.
Trina, you go to sleep. She was dead.
My favorite part was when towards the end of the book, I think we're like 95%, when he brings in a girl from the bar and they have their scene with her, and he is like, they do their thing together, and he says, all right, get out, because he's like, now that you're mine, you can never be with anybody else. And I was like, that's just so slick. That was so slick,
man.
But that scene was
I love that part too.
I love it.
Yeah, because it was like he let her get everything out her system.
Yeah,
he had to got everything out his system. He was like,
because he could tell that she was kind of feeling her. He said, let me go ahead and let her sample this.
From the beginning, he already liked her, so I mean, it was given.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. My Lord.
Yeah.
Now,
we took the cross.
Let's get into the piece of de resistance.
I know.
The dirty doctor and the assassin.
Let me grab it real quick. Oh my god.
I loved you. I loved you. And that book was more realistic. That was like one of the more realistic books that I have ever read. Because even in his mind, he was saying how he felt. Man, so good. I loved you.
I just liked their whole energy. I liked that she was even when they first meet, she's about to kill herself when they first meet. She's looking for her way out. He basically, I wouldn't say he saves her, but he gives her something to work towards and to look forward to, which essentially saves her. But you have this successful black doctor, okay, doing her thing, but she's a dirty doctor, and I didn't know what that meant. I was like, what the hell is a dirty doctor? But she do stuff on the side. She takes care of criminals on the side.
He takes care
Take her off
want to live.
take care of
Right. That's that extra. That's that vacation money. The vacation money.
Yes. But I was like, man, like I was just like, oh my gosh, like that is just the perfect combination. You're a doctor, and your man is a criminal, an arms dealer, you know, like, and he done got shot up. You got to take care of him. I was just like,
Oh, okay, that type of dirty doctor. Girl.
yeah, she you know, heals up the criminal underworld, and she tries to help her community.
Technically, as doctors, whenever they come into contact with people who've been shot, they're supposed to report it to the police and all that. But you're the one where, you know, they meet you in your garage. So
He had a whole trap house
patch
to
them
help,
up.
people. She bought a whole house to heal people.
That's kind of like on the
Yeah.
scene with John Wick when he get hurt, the little man come out and fix him up and go about his way. But at
That's
her
right.
herself, like making money on the side. Okay.
Right.
I love that about her.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
The only thing I cannot stand about this book was that the cover, she's a ginger in the book. Why the hell she ain't got ginger hair on the cover?
I was thinking that same thing, but I didn't want to say that because I didn't want to say
don't have
Trina
red
go
hair?
crazy.
Well, maybe
Hey, it's hard to
even the mold.
find models.
They could have, but the way the book cover is,
They could have changed.
They could have changed.
They could have changed her hair color.
yeah. Maybe in the
Or like even like put the mold right there. Cause like that was like throughout the whole book, like that's what he was obsessed with. The mold, her hair color.
Yes.
And she looked so different.
But it's something that's so distinguished for her. Like, it's
Yeah,
so
he kept calling her
characteristic
red baby.
for her.
Yeah, red baby.
She could have had 2 red French braids, damn it. Or just don't put the bitch on the cover. Just don't put her on the cover.
listen,
I was hot. That's the only thing. I love this book.
But-
I love it. I loved it. Who wrote the book? I love it. I was
Tucora.
hot
Maybe
about that.
Tucora, Monique.
Well,
Oh my
maybe
gosh, that was it, bro. I
maybe
loved
he
it other than that.
maybe
Stop, Trina. Stop.
no. Okay.
Stop. Mm-mm.
What about the beauty
No,
mom?
Trina said, Trina, I gotta hear Trina,
Like,
please. Shannon said.
This is not red hair.
Okay, but they
Huh.
change their mind in the book, in the beauty mark. You can draw one on.
Mm-mm. It was too much because her daughter had the red hair too. It was too.
Oh,
It was so much of it about her having this red hair. Because remember in the beginning, the reason why she was going to kill herself is because her stepfather was mad because, you know, the mom had got raped and that's how she was born. And it was from a different man who had this ginger hair or whatever. So then that creates this whole, I'm in my head, I'm picturing it. But then I'm picturing, I'm like, this is not the girl on the cover.
I was just trying to take up for the Arthur. I didn't even read a book.
Oh, the
I'm
book
just
was
saying.
good. It was just,
The
I'm
book
like,
is
her
fire.
book was
She didn't
good.
get to it. It's not that she didn't want to read it. She just didn't get to it in time.
Yeah, I didn't get.
You know us bookers, we be reading too much books. Sometimes it just be getting away from us.
And like when you got other book clubs, and then she got school work to do and stuff like that. So, and
But
she was over there
I'm just
supporting
saying-
her dry ass team.
And then, like, I
You
did
mean
like
the
the
Super
part
Bowl
about like
champions?
how he was
Those
getting it.
guys,
I got
He
one
was-
more.
Whitney,
I didn't say nothing.
what is you flashing?
I'm saving my extra one for next week.
I didn't say nothing.
I thought this was the last week that she could wear Chief stuff, man.
Oh yeah,
She gonna wear it regardless.
she gonna wear it.
I know when she got to Memphis, she had it on.
She
sure
wear
did.
a period. That's what she wear.
Hey, but another thing that I did like about the book is like how he was into it with his family. That didn't make, you know, like in a lot of the books, they make it seem like that
They have a
star
strong
is like
family unit.
always right about everything.
Yeah.
I love like that he was wrong and his family was like, they was telling him he was wrong.
Yeah.
And then at the end, like he saw that they were right. You
Yeah.
know, like they always make it seem like everything that the person.
Well, when
that
you're a
they write about
hothead,
is
you
always
think you
right.
right about everything. He was quick to pull the trigger. He was quick to try to fight and cut somebody up. I think that's what I liked about this book too. Is like a lot of the books that we read by Black authors, it's all about, you know, shoot, 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 gun. He was like, nah, I'm gonna cut you up and slice and dice you. And I was like, I'm here for it.
Hold on. What about the girl's sister though?
I hate
Lavender
her
ass. Oh my god.
from the first beginning. I didn't never like her.
Mm-hmm.
And I was gonna feel some type of way about her mama too, because like, and this the only reason why. Because I was like, why is she taking care of the whole family and they just letting Lavender just talk
Let's
crazy
do
to her?
whatever. And
Even though she
Lavender
was
so-
standing up for herself,
right.
even though she was standing up for herself, I'm like, damn. So y'all just gonna ignore that this girl is like so disrespectful. But who the hell's trying to blackmail their sister?
Right.
But
And
you-
she said from the very beginning that my sister treats me like she hates me. But you need her.
But that's somewhat of a reality though, because in real life, people doing stuff like that, like when my mom's sister took her to court. Mama died, she took her to court.
We gotta go fight somebody.
It's crazy. Like that's crazy. It's crazy. But I was like, I guess because like me and my sister relationship is not like that. But I was like, damn, so this girl blackmailed her sister, somebody she was raised in the projects with. And like from my understanding, y'all life was hard. So you would think that y'all was tight.
Yeah. Well,
You know what
I
I'm
didn't
saying?
understand
Like,
the dynamics between her brother. So her brother's locked up and he want her to run pills for her. And she basically told him no. So why is Lavender and her brother showing up at her office talking about, like, you think that her brother would have handled that and said, nah, she's not into this. Because isn't that how that started?
But it's kind of like the brother that was locked up, her baby daddy like eavesdropped on like a conversation that he was having with her. Okay. And see, like when she told him like, I don't want to run the pills, you know what I'm saying? I ain't comfortable with that. He backed off. But her baby daddy sent her sister and her sister boyfriend.
He was the one in on it. That's why he told him.
So that's why he, oh shoot. That's Trina. Dang. That's why he did what he did at the end. Huh? I didn't want to say like what happened. Like, because I know you gotta read the book.
We done already told her what happened.
I don't care about that.
Oh well, that's why the brother killed the baby daddy because he found out that they was trying to blackmail.
Yeah.
So I understood the dynamics of like her and her brother relationship because I got a brother that I'm real tight with, and our lives are different. And so I understood like that dynamic of like her being like so loyal to her brother, her trying to take care of her brother. I understood that, but that damn sister that she was taking care of that was so disrespectful to her, it was like, it was weird.
My thing is, like, you moved the pills yourself. What do I have?
What's wrong with you doing it?
Yeah, you go ahead and do what you gotta do. You take this pills with your boy, and y'all go do that. I don't have. They needed
the prescriptions, the pads from her, and like they were trying to blackmail her to do it. Like she was trying to blackmail her with like the fact that about the stepdaddy.
She killed her stepdaddy. Yeah.
But I was confused about something. Did the stepdaddy, did he molest her or did he try? Because she was like, she didn't really go deep into it, but she was like, he made her feel uncomfortable the same way her sister boyfriend made her daughter. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So did he molest her? Did y'all take it as?
I don't think he did. I think she would have killed him before he could.
I think this is one of those things where she left it for you to kind of come up with your own conclusion about, it was kind of open-ended. Like, okay, you can tell she's uncomfortable. Now you decide how that got there.
She killed that nigga. He didn't get to touch her.
She did.
Right.
Okay. So because like that's the part I was trying to understand. Like,
or maybe he might have made suggestions that she was uncomfortable with.
I could see that, like him trying to like press up on her or like.
So she killed him before he could even you're not going to touch me.
Oh,
and in order for it to not go down, let me murk you real quick.
Yeah. But yeah, I was just like, hey Jude.
Yeah, I love Jude.
Hey Jude.
Like
we taking a boat to we're taking a whole gondola to your house. Okay. And then we get to the house and you got a whole paint and sip kind of thing set up. I was like, okay.
Just the whole energy. Just
And then I'm not gonna sleep with this man, but I'm sleeping with this man on the first date. I'm just letting you know. I'm sleeping with this man on the first date. I don't care.
But it was something so simple that he did. I mean, like when she took off her shoes, like for the ground, and then like when he took his off just to be, it was like it was the simple stuff. Like he's so hard, like he a whole thug.
He a
like,
whole arms dealer.
He an assassin. You know what I'm saying? Like he an assassin, but
the right woman, the right woman.
Man, I love.
We love him.
But we ain't gonna go too much into it. But next week, Trina, after you read the book, I need for you to give us some energy, because baby, this book was everything.
Yes. We gotta pick up the other book. You got your phone and stuff, so we can wheel it on up.
Let me go ahead and we done been on here for like an hour. Y'all see it? My allergies is kicking my ass. This weather is ridiculous. Can y'all see it?
All right, let's see what we're gonna read next time.
I can see it.
I can see it.
I don't know. I think my internet is acting up. Okay. Because
mine too.
Oh, okay.
We got bad weather right
You're
now.
not even close to the spin button, Shannon.
There you go.
Oh, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh, I hope it's not dope.
Oh, let's see. So is that called Gangsta Collab? Was it Gangsta Calls?
Gangsta Calls.
Okay.
Good thing you put that on there, because I think I just downloaded that book.
I'm dead. I think Trina picked that one.
That was me, yeah.
Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Here we go. That's a pretty cover. I like the purple.
Yep.
Okay now. I'm ready.
Okay.
Are we doing
All
two?
right, guys.
We only doing one, right?
Because I think
We all doing
one more.
We doing 2 books next week?
It's all depends on the busy people. Y'all know, you know we can do it.
Can we get like a short book?
This book is only this book's 217. How many pages is his mouthpiece?
Novella.
Look it up. Look it up.
Oh, let's go look it up real quick.
Trina, did you read the first one?
The what, Mouthpiece?
Uh-huh.
Oh, maybe we should read that one, and then we can talk about his mouthpiece, because then we can read the prequel the next week.
How long is it though?
So the first his mouthpiece, or the first one, I don't know. It doesn't have it on here. It's not long though. I don't remember reading it. It's super long.
You might not think it's that long, but it might be long.
Hold on, I'm gonna look on Kindle.
Trina, you about to go sleep? You tired, girl? You gotta go to work in the morning, don't you?
Yeah.
It's only 178 pages.
Who?
It's 100 pages.
It's almost 200 pages. It all depends on Trina and Trenda and Leila. Y'all busy, so
I can do it.
I can do it. Why I looked up his mouthpiece and some football mouthpieces showed up. That show you my Amazon.
No, that ain't it. That's
definitely not it.
That ain't it. Nikki Grace.
Okay,
Nikki
so
Grace.
I need somebody to screenshot a picture of the book and send it to me so I can make sure I get the correct one. His mouthpiece.
So let me
I think I gotta go back and read it again.
Read this bitch right here. It was so good.
Go back and read it again.
Oh
Who is it? Is it Mary?
Nikki Grace.
Nikki Grace.
I'm talking about like who is the people? Because it's like 2 of them.
There's 2. There's his mouthpiece, and then there's his mouthpiece, the prequel. We're reading the first one.
Okay. Read the
I'll send it to you. We'll send it in the chat.
Yeah, we'll send it in the chat.
But baby, woo, I'm gonna take Shannon's word. Baby.
Oh, chapter 1. I do aim to please. All right. Okay.
Girl. When I tell what, okay. This one is on Whitney. This one's on Whitney. Okay, Trenda. So when you read it, this one is on her.
I'm telling you.
Oh, wait a minute. Do I see handcuffs? I see handcuffs on the cover.
Girl, this book.
Good.
Okay, so y'all join us next week. We'll be reading His Mouthpiece by Nikki Grace and When a Gangsta Calls by Lex C, so that you guys can participate in the chat and give us some questions or comments, or just join us because we're going to talk anyway. Just come for the conversation.
We're going to talk anyway. All right, y'all. Stay tuned.
Yes,
Bye.
stay tuned, guys. Bye.
Bye.